Welcome friends. Short questions and answers in respiratory system part 2. Explain breakpoint occur after holding breath for some time. Holding breath for some time lead to increased partial pressure of carbon dioxide, which is due to metabolic process which is continuously in human body. Simultaneously, there is hypoxia, decrease in the partial pressure of oxygen. Both together stimulate chemoreceptor and inspiration begins. Explain what is dead space. So, portion of the inspired air which do not participate in gaseous exchange is known as dead space. There are two types. First one is anatomical dead space. Second is physiological dead space. What is anatomical dead space? So air present from nose to terminal bronchiole which do not participate in gaseous exchange is known as anatomical dead space. Air which remain confined in upper respiratory tract with each inspiration and not available for gaseous exchange, that is known as anatomical dead space. So I have given two definition of this anatomical dead space. Normally it is 150 ml. Explain the dead space in respiratory tract are considered as wasted ventilation. So dead space means amount of gas that do not participate in gaseous exchange. So gas is there, but it is not useful for gaseous exchange. So normal tidal volume, that is the volume of inspired or expired air during quiet breathing, is around 350 to 500 ml. Out of them, anatomical dead space is 150 ml, which is not used in gaseous exchange and removed first during expiration. So this dead space has no any function for gaseous exchange. So it can be called as wasted ventilation. Explain dead space air is physiologically important, or this question may be asked like anatomical dead space is physiologically important. Physiological dead space is equal to anatomical dead space in healthy human being. What are the benefit of anatomical dead space? Though it is wasted ventilation, but it has certain importance. Number one, inspired air gets saturated by water vapor before it reaches to the alveoli. Second, it removes the dust particles more than zero point 0.2 micrometer before it reaches to the alveoli. Define vital capacity. It is volume of air expired out by maximal expiratory effort after maximal inspiration. So do maximal inspiration or forceful inspiration, then expired out the air with maximum effort, that is the vital capacity. Means inspiratory capacity that is combination of tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume plus expiratory reserve volume. So approximately 4.2 liter in adult, and this value is for adult male. In female 300 to 400 ml less. Explain vital capacity is posture dependent test. Vital capacity is less in supine position than in standing position. Reason is gravity. In standing position, vital capacity is more compared to supine position. Reasons are: first, in standing position, there is decreased intrathoracic blood volume, that is decreased venous return. Second, diaphragm can move downward more easily due to gravity, so thoracic cavity expansion or increase thoracic diameter, so lung can expand more. But in supine position, vital capacity is low as compared to standing posture, because in supine position no gravity on lung, so it increase venous return as compared to standing position. Second, diaphragm moves upward due to push from the abdominal viscera. So vital capacity is not same in all position. So we can say vital capacity is posture dependent. Volume and capacity of lung. Volume means maximum amount of air to expand the lung. It is single like tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, or residual volume. These all volumes are non-overlapping. So it is volume of air which expand the lung. Capacity means combination of two volume. For example, inspiratory capacity is equal to tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Define apnea. Simply cessation of respiration or stoppage of respiration. Type of apnea: voluntary apnea, apnea following hyperventilation, deglutition apnea, sleep apnea. What is Herring-Brewer reflex? Or you will be asked, explain the Herring-Brewer reflex is a lung protective reflex. In Herring-Brewer reflex, there will be inhibition of inspiration on over inflation of lung, particularly when tidal volume is more than 1 liter. So that is called the Herring-Brewer reflex. So when the lung is overinflated, the stretch receptor which are located in the wall of the bronchioles are stimulated. They send impulses through vagus nerve to medullary respiratory center to inhibit inspiration, and thus it protects the lung. In this way, it is protective reflex. What is Biot's breathing? Alternative periods of respiratory activity and apnea. Ataxic breathing with irregular pattern. Etiology: central medullary lesions, head injury or meningitis characteristic. It is never physiological, always pathological, no waxing and waning phenomena. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan.